Hormonal imbalance is one of the most common health problems that we have observed amongst our patients at Medhya Herbals. While it is common for hormones in women to go out of balance, it is not something that you should ignore. Unaddressed hormonal imbalances in women can keep piling up, and eventually they can become the root cause of health conditions such as PCOS, diabetes, excessive weight gain or obesity, hypothyroidism, infertility, and even abnormal growth such as fibroids, cysts, endometriosis, or cancerous nodules. Hi, this is Nidhi Bansal here from Medhya Herbals. We help women to gain health with all natural and holistic principles of Ayurveda. And in today's video, I am going to share with you common signs and symptoms of hormonal imbalances in women that you should note and what can you do from an Ayurvedic perspective. Let's get started. Now, before you begin, do make sure to subscribe to Medhya Herbals channel so that you stay updated with the latest Ayurvedic health tips that I share over here. Now, let's go. Hormones are chemical messengers which help to transfer information from one body part to another. Thus, they help our body organs to act according to the requirement of the body. They are secreted by the endocrine glands, which are the specific glands distributed across various parts of the body. Some of the examples are your thyroid gland, hypothalamus, your pancreas, ovaries, as well as your adrenal glands. And each hormone has specific action that it takes. It is secreted by the specific endocrine glands and it attaches to specific body cells in a certain way, thus transmitting that specific signal that it has to give to it. For example, there are hormones that control the fight and flight response of the body, thus helping you to respond to stressful situations. These hormones are secreted by the adrenal glands. And then there are the reproductive hormones, estrogen and progesterone, which help you to control various functions such as your menstrual cycle, your fertility, your health of your bones, your nervous system, your mood. Even when you are breastfeeding, hormones are in charge, and they also regulate the transformative phases of your life such as menopause. Hormones such as estrogen also help to maintain typical characteristics of a female body. Sometimes these hormones are produced by the endocrine glands based on the need, and sometimes they are produced in advance and hence stored inside the body. Each hormone has an optimal range in which it stays for its proper function, and when it goes below or above than its normal range, then the hormonal imbalance symptoms start to appear, and in fact health issues also start to appear. Now, it would have been easy if each hormone had its own world, but these hormones are actually interdependent. Change in one hormone can significantly impact the function of another hormone. And this is the reason why hormonal imbalances can keep cascading and compounding, leading to a vicious circle of health issues and symptoms that you are not able to come across when you try to balance them in isolation. Let's look into the causes of hormonal imbalance in women. Now, hormones do fluctuate during different phases of your menstrual cycle as well as during different life stages. And these fluctuations are perfectly normal. They keep changing, they are never constant. Now, the normal fluctuations of hormones inside your body can be well handled by different body systems as they are used to that and they have been adapted to act accordingly. However, when these hormonal changes start becoming chronic or they start going much further from the normal range, then your body organs are not able to handle that change and they start to suffer. Either they are overstimulated or they are understimulated, thus they are not able to act properly. And some of the reasons of hormonal imbalances are related to excessive stimulation in terms of stress, changes in your diet, changes in your lifestyle, or specific medications, or changes in certain phases of life when your body is at a weakened state and it is not able to handle those hormonal changes, they can go a bit further. That's why it is really important to prepare your body when you are anticipating that there is going to be a change. For example, before pregnancy, after pregnancy, before menopause and after menopause, before menarche in girls and after menarche. These are the critical phases of hormonal changes in the life cycle of a woman when your hormones are really going through a lot of change and you need to take care of it. We will look into all of this in detail later on. Let's come back to the causes of hormonal imbalance. So apart from all of these diet and lifestyle factors, some of the other factors are related to exposure to chemicals which also act as hormones inside your body, and excessive intake of medications such as hormonal therapy or birth control pills, which also mask the function of your natural hormones and can also disturb the functioning of the endocrine system organ. Hormonal imbalances in women can be diagnosed through specific tests which involve test of blood, urine or saliva. They can also be tested by physical examination. For example, if there are changes in physical features such as acne, excessive growth of facial hair or loss of hair, or changes in your body shape in terms of excessive accumulation of body fat. Hormonal imbalances can also be diagnosed by physical examination involving ultrasounds and imagery, which can help us to diagnose any kind of cyst or abnormal growths inside the body. Now let's look into common symptoms of hormonal imbalance in women. So hormones, as we saw, control nearly all the body functions inside, and thus they can affect your health in multiple ways. And some of such ways are excessive change in your weight, either in the form of excessive weight gain or excessive weight loss. So when your hormones go out of balance, they can affect your metabolism, they can affect your mechanisms of feeling hungry and satiated. You may end up struggling with excessive food cravings. You may be eating sufficient food, yet you may be feeling hungry. Some of the hormones that participate actively in your metabolism as well as your weight management are cortisol, estrogen, thyroid, and insulin. All of these control your body's ability to accept food, to metabolize food, and to transition it into the form of energy that you can utilize. If any of these are disturbed, it can lead to excessive accumulation of belly fat, or it can lead to inability to assimilate any nutrient from the food that you are taking in, thus leading to nutritional deficiencies or excessive weight loss. It is normal to feel tired. You rest and you get revitalized. The body says, I need a break, and then it gets back to work. However, in some cases, you may feel constantly tired and are unable to carry out any task. You don't have any motivation to do anything. And this can be related to a lot of health conditions, but one of the reasons is also hormonal imbalances. Now, the hormones that specifically participate in controlling your energy levels are your adrenal gland hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, as well as thyroid. Thyroid in specific is responsible for your metabolism and the energy levels of the body. Excessive amount of cortisol can lead to conditions such as adrenal fatigue. Now, muscular weakness can either be caused by lack of use, or it can also be caused by poor circulation and poor nervous function. Both of these are related to hormonal imbalances in testosterone, insulin, as well as the growth hormone. Testosterone in specific controls the amount of muscles as well as the growth and maintenance of muscles inside the body of both men and women. That's why when testosterone levels are low, you can feel a lot of muscular atrophy and thus weakness and fatigue. In addition, insulin controls where the energy is going to be placed inside your body tissues. When the insulin levels are imbalanced, it can lead to misplacement of this energy in the form of storage of fat and thus leading to weaker muscles. Also, growth hormone is responsible for the normal growth functions and the growth of muscles as well. When the growth hormones are imbalanced, it can also lead to muscular weakness and atrophy. Another sign of hormonal imbalance is excessive amount of bloating, water retention, and digestive issues. A lot of hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, thyroid, as well as insulin participate in your metabolic functions, and they also control the functioning of your digestive system organs. Whenever there is an imbalance in any of these hormones, it's going to cascade into other hormones, leading to incomplete digestion and thus causing symptoms of acidity, bloating, buildup of gas, abdominal pain, excessive amount of water retention, as well as nutritional deficiencies because your body is not able to assimilate the food that you are taking in. While not directly, cortisol is another hormone which affects your metabolism tremendously, and when you have excessive amount of cortisol due to excessive stress, it can lead to buildup of cortisol belly, which is really hard to budge until unless you start controlling the levels of stress and start pursuing a healthy lifestyle. Hormonal imbalances can also affect your sleep. Some of the hormones that control your sleep mechanism are melatonin and cortisol. Both of these hormones are actively participating in your circadian rhythms and the flow of different hormones throughout the day and night inside your body. Whenever there is an imbalance in melatonin or cortisol, it can lead to an imbalance in the other hormone and affect your sleep tremendously. You may feel tired and wired, or you may wake up in the middle of the night and thus get unable to sleep, or you may have no energy to get up even after you have had sufficient sleep. And this can also occur in the cases of low thyroid hormones or conditions of hypothyroidism. Now, for women, their menstrual cycle is an important body function which is controlled by a synchronized play of multiple hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, luteinizing hormone, and follicle stimulating hormone. Whenever there is an imbalance in any of these hormones, or in fact other hormones such as cortisol, insulin, or even thyroid, it can lead to problems of menstrual cycle such as irregular periods, heavy periods, scanty periods, spotting in between your periods, problems related to anovulation, as well as fertility problems, difficulty in conceiving, or problems with pregnancy, because all of these are important hormones which control the function of your ovaries, of your uterus in the form of buildup and shedding of the uterine lining each month, as well as your sexual desire and libido. Now, hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, thyroid, and even adrenal gland hormones also control the functioning of your nervous system, thus controlling how you feel overall. If any of these hormones goes out of balance, you may get feeling of constant mood swings, anxiety, depression, or you may experience extreme irritability or inability to cope with any change, whatever it may be. Hormones also control the condition of your skin, your bones, and your hair. That's why any imbalance in the hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, and thyroid can lead to problems such as hair loss or problems of unwanted growth of hair on your face and different parts of the body. It can also lead to pimples, acne, in specific hormonal acne, which is really hard to treat until unless these hormonal imbalances are catered to. And it can also lead to weakening of the bones in terms of conditions such as osteopenia or even osteoporosis, because hormones such as estrogen and testosterone really control the growth of the bone cells. Some of the other problems of hormonal imbalance in women are related to poor immune function, because certain hormones are also involved in the functioning of your immune system. And as we saw, this connection really goes back to your gut health. As hormones control your metabolism, they also affect the health of your gut and nutritional sufficiency, which further affects the health of your immune system function. That's why a lot of women who are going through problems of hormonal imbalance usually have weakened immunity that can lead to abnormal growth inside the body, and it can lead to frequent infections and constant sickness problems. So you see how hormonal imbalances can really make your health a mess and make it really hard to come out of this mess until unless you start addressing all of these hormones together, because it is never a single hormone which goes out of balance. It is always this cascade of hormones, such as one hormone affecting the other, leading to multiple symptoms. And this is where the role of a holistic treatment approach comes into play, and Ayurveda provides us with just that. Ayurvedic treatment for hormonal imbalance involves herbal remedies which help us to enhance the functioning of the endocrine organs, get rid of the symptoms of hormonal imbalance, promote fertility, regulate the menstrual cycle, control and regulate the metabolic functions, and also help to get rid of the toxins, which often lead to the problems of hormonal imbalances in the first place. In addition, changes in your diet and lifestyle, such as taking a healthy, wholesome diet on timely basis, as well as pursuing a stress-free, relaxed lifestyle, can go a long way to put your hormones back to balance. It may seem difficult in the beginning because of this vicious cycle of hormonal imbalance. However, the step-by-step approach is really important here to come out of this mess and put your health back on track. And if you need our support, then Ayurvedic doctors at Medha Herbals will chart out a personalized treatment plan for you to treat the hormonal imbalance symptoms and help you to regain health. I'm sharing the link in description for you to schedule an appointment with our doctors who can assess your health and provide you with personalized prescription and guidance on how to balance your hormones. Now do leave your comments, feedback and suggestion. I'll get back to you. I will see you soon in the next video. Until then, bye.